Hi, it's Steve. In this video, we'd like to show you how to change the door strike on your dishwasher. It's a really easy repair. Let me show you how we do it. Now, since we will be working near some electrical circuits, the first step in this repair will be to disconnect power to your dishwasher. If your model has a cord on it, simply unplug it. If it's hardwired, you'll need to locate the electrical panel, turn off the appropriate breaker, or remove the appropriate fuse. Once we've done that, you can start the repair. Now that we've disconnected the power, our next step will be to open up the dishwasher door. And we're going to need to remove that inner door panel to separate it from the outer door panel. That involves removing the screws along the perimeter. On this model, they're a number 2 Phillips head screw. Now, once we've removed all of those screws, we'll separate the inner and outer door panels. Just tilt that inner door panel up, and then you can rest it up against the tub, and we can then do the repair. Now that we've separated the inner door panel from the outer door panel, we have access to the door latch and switch. To gain access to that individual part, we'll need to remove this cover. And there are some plastic tabs on either side of that. So we're going to release those with a flat blade screwdriver, and we'll pick the two on the bottom side. Just separate them enough that we can lift them off of the tabs. We'll just set that cover aside. Now, to replace that strike, we're simply going to lift it out of that opening. Make sure that we secure the spring as well. You can discard the old strike. We'll slide the spring over the narrow end of that strike. Now, you'll note with that strike that there is a tapered portion in the middle, and that's going to straddle the 2 buttons on the switch. So to install it, we're going to make sure we hold that spring in place. Also need to make sure that we keep that slot facing downward. Slide it down into that opening and locate that tapered portion. Fit it in between the 2 push buttons on the switch. To verify that it activates them both. And now we can put the cover back on. Now, when reinstalling that cover, make sure that we line it up so that the 2 tabs that are close to the center are on the top and the wider tabs are on the bottom. We'll start by installing that side first. Make sure the tabs are latched, then pivot it down into place and latch the 2 bottom. Now, with that cover in place, we're ready to put the inner door panel back in place. And next, we'll carefully lay that inner door panel against the outer door panel. Make sure that we don't pinch that harness. And be sure that the bottom portion of that inner door panel fits over the lip of the tub. Lay it down into place. And then we're ready to install the retaining screws. Now, if you're using a power driver, be careful not to strip these screws as they are going into plastic. And now we can close the dishwasher up. We're now ready to reconnect the power, and your repair is complete.